If you want to achieve great things, then you must be ready. You must be ready for the pain that comes with it. You can't have the glory without the story. There was a time that Jesus Christ was coming, when two of Jesus' disciples, after he had died and rose from the dead, were coming into Jerusalem. And when they were coming in, Jesus saw them talking, and he asked them, what were they talking about? And they were talking about the fact that he was killed, and he was a mighty man in the city. They were talking about the fact that they expected him to save Jerusalem, but the way he died, they did not expect it. They were talking about the fact that it was unfair that he was killed by the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and he was crucified by Rome. And Jesus said something in Luke 24, verse 25 to 26. Verse 25, he said, how foolish you are, how slow you are to believe everything the prophet said. Then verse 26 is the most important part. He now said, was it not necessary for the Messiah to suffer these things and then enter into his glory? Was it not necessary for Jesus Christ to suffer the things he suffered before he entered into his glory? And if it was necessary, is it not necessary for you to suffer also before entering into yours? There is nothing but pain. My brother, pain will prepare you to handle what God wants to give you. It will strengthen your hands. See, growing at first feels like breaking. When you are lifting weights, your muscles are tearing. That's why you feel pain. But when they heal back, it heals back bigger. That's why you get stronger. So growing at first feels like breaking. That's why, my brother, see, when you feel like things are falling apart, remember, every year, trees lose all their leaves, but they grow them back. Every single thing you lost, you are going to get it back. God is pruning you to be the person he wants you to be. That's why it takes humility to rise in life. It takes humility. Because learning a new thing will make you feel dumber, but you're actually becoming smarter. Lifting weight will make you feel weaker, but you're actually becoming stronger. Getting closer to God will make you feel sinful, but you are actually becoming more righteous. Because he's revealing your faults. You'll be like, oh my God, I'm a sinful man. But you are actually changing. Because the first step in changing a problem is to realize that it exists. So my brother, be calm and follow God. Pain is fuel. A broken heart, an empty wallet, and a hungry stomach can teach you the best lessons in life. Can teach you the best lessons in life. You cannot have a strong character and an easy life, because the price of one is the other. For you to have a strong character, you must pay with an easy life. You must give an easy life away. You must sacrifice it. And for you to have an easy life, you must sacrifice a strong character. Bad times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create bad times. So my brother, if everything was sunshine and rainbows in your life would be a desert. But for there to be growth, for there to be fruitfulness in your life, God has to send the rain. He has to destabilize things, shake you up a little bit, to get you to move, to get you to take action, to get you to fulfill your purpose. You see, a ship is only safe in harbor, close to land. But that's not what the ship was invented for, was it? You were not made to be cowering in fear. You were not made to be crumbling at the corner and being afraid of what will happen. You were made to take risks, to follow God. You were made to fulfill your highest potential. You can only find that in God. I know that you may be scared, but let me tell you something. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is feeling fear, but still moving forward anyway. I thought being afraid was a good excuse, until I discovered that the parable of the talents, the servant that did not do anything with his money, that the master punished, that servant was afraid, and yet he still got punished. My brother, fear is not an excuse. This is why God sends pain into your life. Because God wants to make sure there's nothing that stops you. When the prodigal son left his father's house, the Bible did not say that God told him that he should realize himself and go back to the house. No, the Bible said he was very hungry. And then he realized himself that the servants in his father's house are living better than him. Therefore, the hunger made him to realize himself. The hunger made him to create a plan by saying, I will go back to my father's house and beg him to even make me one of the servants. And the hunger made him to get up and go back. He did not feel ashamed that people will laugh at him. Why? Because he was in pain. The same way, hunger will make you gain, pain will make you gain understanding of where you are in life. Pain will now force you to make a plan. And pain will force you to move. And when you are in pain, you will not even care about anybody looking at you. The reason why you care more about being accepted rather than being effective is because you have not experienced pain. When pain comes, if you allow God to send pain to make you move, then you will not care about what anybody thinks. And my brother, if you are currently in pain right now, then I want to congratulate you, because God has given you a gift, and it's called drive. It's called drive. God has given you a reason to strive. And my brother, it is that drive that will take you to the top. Some people ask, how do I know if I will make it? Some people will be asking me now, are they going to make it? Is what they are doing going to succeed? And this is my answer to them, to all of you. You're not going to succeed. You are going to fail. There's already too much people at the top. Just give up, my brother. It's not for you. Now, if what I said made you angry, if you feel like I'm wrong, then go forward. You can make it. But if you are okay with hearing that you cannot do it and you're accepting it, then my brother, I don't think you have a chance. Because the world is brutal. Except you are strong, you shall be broken and thrown away.